All right, so quick question that was asked about how to proceed once we switch over to the SQL environment. Obviously, once the SQL environment was installed, one of the three things we need to do is to go ahead. We do have a quick startup guide. So if you type in Google search EPLAN quick, you should get the EPLAN info quick start environment. And here you have a whole bunch of documents that show you exactly what you need to do to proceed. One of those documents down here, you can see on how to change over your dictionary from the default environment, which is the Access environment, to an SQL server. Similarly for your parts database and for your project management. So these three objects or these three things should be handled and taken care of. And basically the procedure is there, straightforward. You can just read it and follow the steps and you can achieve what you need to do. So basically, once that's going to be done, then those issues technically they go away. So one of the things that it's asking you, of course, is asking you to go into the project settings, and it's asking you to look into the translation environment, and obviously to take a look and see, what translation environment has been set up. Make sure that you have your dictionary all set up. And one of the things too that you can do is under the utilities, you can also go here to translations under edit dictionaries, and you'll be able to see here the settings for where your dictionary should be pointing. Ideally, in my case, I'm pointing to an Access database. But what you can do is you can actually select the SQL server if you have one, and you can create a new translate um, in, translate dictionary. So one of the ways that I proceed into getting my SQL server, I'm just going to go into my SQL Server Manager and basically just going to get the name of my SQL server to be added here. So this is explained in the procedure in the document that is on the website. So here I have the copy here, just copy my server name. I'm going to create a new name. So here I'm going to paste that. That's my server name. And this is going to be translation. You can call it what you want. I'm just going to call it translation. And basically, once you've done that, you're connected. And here, what you can do is you can select, what's the language you want to default to. So I'm just going to use English USA. Hit close. And of course, that's it. One of the things too that you can do is go back now. The translation, the dictionary is there, but of course you don't have any. There's no languages, there's no words yet in this dictionary. So what you need to do is under extras, you import, and by default, EPLAN already gives you this ETD file. So once you install EPLAN, you just basically select that ETD file from your default translation folder, open that up, and basically it's going to import all the languages that you want to bring in. So you select your source language. Of course, we're global, we're international, so it all depending on in what country you're in. But ideally, in this case, for us, it's going to be in English. Czech Republic, whatever. It's asking us some additional information. Power supply. Do you want me to translate this? Yes to all. A whole bunch of different words. Maybe it's checking as it's importing to make sure that everything's correct. And of course, that's once this is done, the task is complete and you can proceed to do the next step. So this is all clearly defined in the quick start guide. You can follow through that. And now here all my translations, all my words are there. I can look at all the different words that it came in. So all my words are ready to be translated and used in my future projects. So that's technically in a nutshell what you need to do. And of course, from the document, you need to do three things. The translation, you need to do your parts database. So of course here I am connected to the parts SQL, which is the same principle under settings here. You do have capability of connecting to an SQL server. And of course the same thing is going to apply for your project management environment. So here in the project management environment, when it opens up, you do have the capability of edit directory. You have the capability going into organize and select new. And of course, from here, you're going to be able to go ahead and create, and that's for creating new projects. But I already had it open, but basically, again, if you follow the instructions, it's very clearly identified what you need to do and basically just link it to an SQL environment. All right, and that concludes information about what to do when you're bringing in all that stuff and you're converting to SQL. Again, my recommendation, go into the EPLAN Quick Start environment, read the documents that are here. They're clearly explained, and basically you can just follow through and it'll explain to you step by step what you need to do, how you need to access that information, where you have to go, and where you have to set all that information up. All right, hopefully this helps, and yeah, thank you.